Nandena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandaya Radhikaya Stadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Pancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Vaja Patijanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namaha Vadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratise Namaha. Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raguna Sri Gopal Bhatta Das Raguna Echai Gosai Kari Charana Bandhan Jai Vignanas Abhishta Puran Mahabhava Surpatam Krishna Priya Varisi Bhakti Pradevi Radhike Tam Namritavahim Ashamayam Pradipam Vande Nanda Pradestinam Unati Bhuvanatari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Shri Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Bolo Sri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Anant Anant Ki Jai Sabar Sabar Ki Jai Gaurindam Ki Jai Jai Jagannath
So, we're listening to the glories of Rajmandal, according to the Vaishnava Parampara, as it has been glorified by the Parampara, and by engaging in such Shravan Kirtan, one will get the Sevadikar in Nityavraj. By sadhan siddhi can be had Vraja will not be attained. As long as the Priya Parikars of Vraj and the Leelas with Sri Bhagavan, as long as one doesn't listen to such glories and cannot remember such glories, then how can he hope to achieve Siddhi? Such remembrance should be eternal. Or else, how can we possibly control the mind? We try to control the mind for some time, but it's not possible. As long as the mind does not get this rasa, then it will always collect day and night the objects of the senses. Even the mind does not know what's collecting. It still it wants. Or anyhow it desires anything that it wants. Engaging in the senses and collecting the objects, saying help me. And sometimes the senses become very tired. Still the mind is very restless. It will keep wandering here and there. And without collecting the objects of the senses, the mind cannot be at peace. Therefore, mind is the cause of bondage and liberation. The mind is always collecting many impurities. You say the mind is to remember Bhavat Lila Parikars, then by such influence, the mind will no longer be restless. Vajanugraya Bhaktanam from Deham-ashritam. Then by Bhagavan he appears the form of a human leg form. And with these leelas of Bhagavan, if one listens the Shravan Kirtan of these leelas, then certainly he will achieve the highest destination, which is Bhagavad Seva in a Prakat approach. So therefore, Bhagavan he appears to bestow his compassion on the bhaktas. Anugrahaya Bhaktanam Manusham Deham-ashritam. Appears in a human leg form. Udham Manushalingam Yamniloka Vatavuribhako Nano Manayobhyanti Namantiti Sakshat Udham Param Brahma Manushalingam. That is Param Brahma, he has appeared in his human leg form. Yudhishthir Maharaj, Narada Yudhishthir, just say, Bhagavan himself has appeared in your house and he has accepted you as his relatives. Even if we cannot have his darshan anywhere else, surely we can have his darshan in your house. He's always present with his bhaktas. No need to go in any temple or any tirtha. Just go to the houses of his devotees. There Bhagavan is always present. Why? And they say, Katha, by remembering his Katha, by speaking his Katha, Bhagavan is realized in one's heart. In other places, then one may have some mundane understanding about Bhagavan, but by going to the residences of his bhaktas, then Bhagavan will surely be had there. Therefore, at all times, Bhagavan's leelas should be remembered. There is no better sadhan than this. Shravan, then Anukirtan. And then once one says Shravan Kirtan, then Smaran will certainly be had. Inevitably. Because if you want to engage the mind, then you have to engage it, make it relish the Leela Katharas of Sri Bhagavan. And the mind will not run here and there. It will be liberated. Then it will no longer be conditioned or collect the objects of the senses. Bhakti Thakur has written, Shaya Chadiya Kabhi Shuddha Piman Kabhi Mahera Bo Shri Vrindavan. Then leave aside this Vishaya and make your mind pure, or else if you are engaged in thinking about Vishaya, thinking what will happen, what is going to happen in the future. And the dog is thinking, I am carrying the entire bullock cart. And because the dog is thinking, if I stand still, then the bullock cart will no longer move. Why is the dog thinking this way? Because the dog is going underneath the bullock cart. So the dog is saying, I am carrying this cart, but actually the bull is carrying it. So similarly, one person, he is like the dog. He thinks he is carrying everything, but Bhagavan is taking responsibility for everything, for everyone. Bhagavan himself has said that Ishara Sarvabhutanam, that he is sure he is present in everyone's hearts. But the Jiva, how is he? He is like the yantra. He is mounted on this body, which is like a vehicle. And this way, Maya is doing everything, but he is thinking, I am doing everything. Or else he's saying, who will take responsibility? If it's not for me, who will take responsibility? But who are you in the first place? You have taken responsibility only for certain days. Tomorrow, day after, if you may become an invalid, then who will take responsibility? Saying, oh, I have aged parents, I have children, I have to take responsibility for their lives. So Gurudev, he used to speak of one story. He used to say that once one person, he used to go to the sadhu, and every day he'd speak katha to the sadhu. In this way, his mind became absorbed in bhajan, started putting tilak on, mala, he was serving the sadhu. In this way, he would go, make the grihasthas happy, because not disturb anyone. Or else if you disturb anyone, then how can you do sadhana? Then your mind will not be equipoised. So he'll also go to the sadhu. So one day, the Sai asked the sadhu that who is the well-wisher in this world? Who is your well-wisher? Who? So he said, my wife, my children, they are my well-wishers. I have my parents, my brothers, all they are my relatives and well-wishers. And he said, all right. Now you go home and you see, they say your house has been made. Previously, if you go to the mountain, then these houses are made on stilts. Stilts means they're like large poles on which houses are erected to protect the houses from flooding and earthquake and all these things. They're made of stilts. So then he said, go there in between these stilts, these columns, and then you engage, become absorbed in samadhi. Make an asana and become absorbed in samadhi. Then you'll see who is most dear to you, because you are in this material world. So therefore, now you don't know who is your dear well-wisher while you're still in this material world. So then he went home, then he put the asana on, he sat there, and then slowly, gradually, this yam, niyam, asana, pranayam, dhyan, dharana, and then he becomes absorbed in samadhi. So the pillar was in between, you put the asana and you became sound samadhi. And everyone saw he's not even breathing. So I thought he was dead. So I call his Guruji. He used to always go to the sadhu. Maybe the sadhu has done something to him. Now he has died prematurely. So I called Guruji. And Guruji came and he said, you see, I'll go into meditation. And then let me see if I can save him or not. And Gurudev went into meditation. And then he said, well, he can be saved in one way. He said, who is most dear to him? Then he said, he's my son. The mother said, father said, he's my son. The wife said, he's my husband. The children said, he's my father. The other said, he's my brother, he's my uncle, all these things. Elder brother, they all start saying, we are most dear to him. And Sadhu said, all right. So then the Sadhu said, I can bring him back to life if someone gives his life or her life in exchange. You have so many people to give your life, and then if you give your life, then he can be revived, brought back to life. And if you just step forward and give your life, and I can bring him back to life, then by your life I can bring him back. And then the father came, saying, he's your son, bring your life, he's your son. He said, how can I give my life? Oh, my wife is still alive. I have other children also. You see, I have my daughter-in-law who will look after them if I go. He said, okay, mother, you give, he's your son. You give your life in exchange. So she said, who will serve my husband if I give my life? And so many other sons who will look after them, the children. And he said, all right. The wife is most dear. The wife said, give your life. She said, I'm the only daughter of my father. So this way, if I also live along with him, then my father will look after him. And I have small children who will look after these children. Then the Sadhu said, he asked the younger sister, he asked the children, no one agreed to give their life. Then they said, oh Sadhu Maharaj, he's your disciple, so you give your life for him. Because you see, the disciple's life rests with his Guru, so his life is with you. So you give your Guru life, because you are all alone, you have no children, you have no wife, no family, so who is there for you? So give your life in exchange for his. And the Sadhu said, all right, I'll give my life for him. And then he was observed in Samadhi for so many times, and slowly he came back to consciousness. And then slowly when he walked back to and he fell down on the floor. So then the Guruji said, all right, now he's dead. And then cut the pillar and bring him out. So then they said, if you break the pillars, then the house will fall. So no need to cut the pillars, rather we'll cut his body in half. Because he's already dead. So what difference does it make if we cut his body in two pieces? But if we cut the pillars of the house, then the house will collapse. And the house collapses and breaks. Then we'll look after the house. So we'll cut his body in two and we'll take him away. So this person, he was in Samadhi. And he was listening to everything they were saying. And Guruji said, all right, I'll give my life for him. I'll save him. So in Samadhi, Guruji, he came. He brought him back to life. And he said, now see who's your near and dear one. Just see, all of them rejected you. You said they're all very dear to you, but just see how they've rejected you. You see, the pillars of this house is more valuable to them than your life itself. They'd rather cut your body into pieces than breaking the pillars of this house. And then I brought back to life, and the sadhu said, I brought him back to life, so I'll take him away from here and go. He's mine now. Then again they start shouting at the sadhu, oh sadhu, what are you doing? He's ours. You're breaking our house. Just now he's been brought back to life. Let him eat something. No, you go away from here now. Now he's my son. Now he's my husband. He's my father. Then Gurudev would say, just say, once Madhacharya, he went to preach. He's the root of all our acharyas. So you see, when he obtained this form of Gopal, he could not be separated from Gopal for even one moment. Wherever he'd go preaching, he'd take Gopal with him and go. And then when he was going preaching, he had many disciples. So then once, he went to one place where the Muslims bury everyone. You see, the Muslims have very nice cemeteries. They have very nice gardens. There'll be nice wells there, They meet there, do namaz. So they do everything nicely there. They do Ramzan, they do everything. So they start doing Archan for Gopal. And they say, everyone came, Qazi. They said, what are you doing? They said, what happened? They said, you're also doing namaz. I'm also offering my pranams to Bhagwan. We're worshipping the same personality. I said, this is a pure place. Why can't we do bhajan here? He said, no, the Badshah, his son has died. Yes, yesterday we dug a grave for him and we buried him. So that his ruh means his soul. His soul should go to Sarga. He go to Jannat. So therefore we are very sad this boy has died, so don't do anything here. And Madhacharya said, alright. And the Badshah also came. And he said, oh Sadhu, we are very sad. Why? My son has died. Then he said, alright. And he said, alright. You dug him, dig his body up. Then they dug the grave and they brought the body out. Then said, get this boy out. Then they made the boy sit. Madhacharya gets some Chanamrit from Gopal. And he gets some mantra, diksha, and everything. Then he said, no. Madhacharya said, I brought you back to life. Now who do you belong to? And he said, I belong to you. And he said, alright, now come with me. And the Badshah said, oh Maharaj, he's my son. He said, give my son back. He said, just now you buried your son there. Now how is your son now? I brought him back to life. Here you don't let me do puja, kirtan, nothing. So I see, this Gopal, he brought this boy back to life. See, Gopal has come to deliver this boy. Gopal has brought me here to save this boy. This boy belongs to Gopal. So why did you bury him inside? And they asked the boy, who do you belong to? The boy said, I belong to my Guru. And these people, they killed me and they dug a grave and they put me inside. So I'm yours now, I'll stay with you. Then the king said, oh Maharaj, I'll give you as much gold as you want, equal to his weight. Gold, silver, ornaments, just give the son back. And Madhacharya said, your son is buried there. This boy is Sevak of Gopal. The soul is eternal. The soul belongs to Bhagwan. As long as soul doesn't meet Bhagwan, and as long as soul doesn't receive his mercy, then he's always transmigrating in different species of lives. He has so many. This way his transmigration will continue. And he won't be delivered. So now I've offered him at the feet of Sri Gopal. So I'm leaving now and Gopal can do what he wants. This boy, he didn't listen to anyone. Anyhow, they dragged him, they put him in the house. He said, will you bury me again? If I stay with all of you, then I stay with the demons, then just see my destination. You buried me. So none of you can save me. There's no one in this world who can save me. So I said, Guruji has saved me. Engaged me in Gopal's seva. They didn't let him go. Anyhow, he left home. So Madhacharya then left to speak Harikatha and other places. He was the king of all sannyasis. So he'd go everywhere to Katha Kirtan. And when they didn't let this boy go, and this boy, anyhow like Raghunath Das Goswami, he behaved like an ordinary boy. And then he was very silent. Silently he was weeping, saying, when can I leave home? Then he left home and all the way he came to Udupi. He came all the way there. Where Parshuram performed his tapasya there. He went and hid in that cave. And then he would come to have darshan of Gopal from that cave. And when they saw that he was a Muslim, the pujaris didn't let him come inside. So all day and night he would be sitting on the streets. He would be weeping behind the temple. A mantra had given him this, Guru had given this mantra, he chant this mantra. And Gopal, you see, his face was in that direction. But then just to give darshan to this Muslim boy, he broke the wall and then he gave darshan to this boy. So even now if you go to the have darshan of Bhagavan, then you'll see, just for this devotee, Bhagavan has turned his face to the other side. And this way even the Bhagavan has been in that position since then. So when Madhacharya came, he saw the disciple between Guru and Shishya, between Bhagavan and the devotee. So you see, the Purohit, the priest, he establishes a relationship. And Guru, what does he do? He establishes our relationship with Bhagavan. So who can possibly steal Bhagavan's property? Tulsidas said that if one is not dear, if one is opposed to Bhagavan's seva, then even if one is very dear, he should be given up. Just like how Prahlad gave up his father, and Bali gave up his guru, Sukracharya. Vibhishan gave up his brother Ravan. Yagyapatnis gave up their husbands. So in this way, just by listening to these two lines, he left. Now who could stop him? No one could kill him. They tried to do so many things. So since then, the sevaks of Gopal Madhacharya, for the first time in the Vaishnava Sampradaya, he said, then one who is dear to Bhagavan, he will do seva. No consideration of caste and creed. So nearby there is a kunda, Kheer Sagar. So Brahmins, they used to bathe in this pond. This pond was very beautiful like milk. But the pond had become dirty now. So Madhacharya, he told the boy, go and bathe in that pond and bring water for Gopal's Abhishek. No one let this boy bathe in the pond there. And then by the influence of Madhacharya, still the Brahmins, they were thinking, how can this boy come inside? Then Madhacharya, he said, because all of you have bathed in this tirtha, the tirtha has become impure because of your sins. Now this boy will bathe here in this Kheer Sagar. And as soon as this boy started bathing in the kunda and brought some water for Abhishek, and the water became so pure. So even now if you go, you see even millions of people bathe there. Still the water is very beautiful and sweet tasting, like distilled water. In the evening, Gopal every day he goes on a boat in the pond. There's no kavihar. And then he takes some prasad, some food. And then every day they do Rath Yatra and Udupi in the evening. And as long as he goes, and as long as one doesn't go to all the 8 temples to have darshan, he gives darshan to all the devotees from the 8 mutts. He meets with everyone every day. Then he accepts their bhoga and everything, and then he comes and rests. But when he rests, they say, Jagannath, he had this Priya Sevak, Salabeg. They didn't let Salabeg also go inside. Then Jagannath himself, he came running all the way down to give darshan to Salabeg. Then his name became Patit Pavan. And then Salabeg, he would sit there and do kirtan for Jagannath. In the end, when Salabeg left his body, then many months he stayed in one place. And day and night he would not do kirtan. And Jagannath, this Patit Pavan, would give darshan there. But they won't give Jagannath Mahaprasad Namra to Salabeg. And then Jagannath himself would bring everything for him and feed Salabeg. And when Salabeg left his body, they didn't take his body to Swargadwar. Rather, in front of his temple there, they gave him Samadhi. You know, if you go there, Jagannath's Rath Yatra, Jagannath's chariot, you see, it stops there. And Jagannath's bhoga is always offered there. Why? Because he's a devotee of Bhagavan. Bhagavan has accepted him. If a Gurudev would say, no one is staying in the temple for so many years, 60, 70 years, but he doesn't have prem for Bhagavan, doesn't have ruchi for bhakti, he has no faith in the sadhu, he does not have this feeling of gratitude towards Guru. But then one person who has just come yesterday, he has all good qualities and qualification. Even if he doesn't have, still Bhagavan has accepted him. He has left this illusion of Maya, come to the ashram. So offer your pranams to him, respect him. Don't drag him, thinking, oh, he just came yesterday, oh, is he, let me torture him. Saying, you taunt him and trying to break his heart. Because even if one drop of his tear falls on the ground, then life after life you will suffer in hell. Even if one tear falls, then you'll suffer in hell life after life. Why? Because Bhagavan has called him here to the temple. Or else who will come here to the temple? Who will come here? So if anyone comes here, don't disrespect him. Then Zavagyanada to Prabhu. Madhacharya, then he spoke. And then the king found out his son was there. Then the king bought all his wealth. He came there, saying, don't make my son sad. He's a prince. Since then, Udupi every day, they give prasad every day. 20,000 people eat prasad there every day. 20, 25, 50,000. Everyone gets this prasad of Gopal. Wherever you go, they'll wash your hands, they'll give you a plate, they'll give you a glass, they'll give you very nice prasad there. And they'll serve you in all ways. So what did the king do? He gave his entire wealth there to Madhacharya. And then he said, now I'm your sevak, you can take whatever you wish from me. And Madhacharya took everything and threw in the river. And he said, oh Maharaj, you see, you cannot buy Bhagavan by your wealth. You say one, how can if he is very wealthy, you think he can buy Bhagavan or buy a sadhu? Sadhu will become his. That, oh, let me give him as much money as I want and buy him, control him. But the sadhu is not greedy for such things. Wherever there's Bhagavat Prem, Bhagavan is only controlled by Prem. By seeing such Premi Bhaktas, the sadhus become very happy. Bhagavan's happiness is Guru's happiness. So Maharaj, you would say, that you say, don't criticize anyone. Chaitanya Bhagavan Das Thakur has said, don't criticize anyone. When according to his Sukriti Sanskar, he's come there. You see, then Maharaj would say that one person has come and like he's only 10 years old, but he's already done tapasya for 100 years. So he's already accepted him, Bhagwan. We have so many impressions from his previous life. But you are like this old date tree. You have no proper fruits or flowers. Although you've been for many, many years. But you see the other person is come newly, he has all good qualities. So in this way, how can you identify a sadhu? One whose sansar is about to come to an end. His material existence is about to come to an end, who's surrendered to Bhagwan. He will come. So Maharaj would say, by such katha, not just his instructions, but also how by less love one can do Bhagavad Vasam. So Maharaj, you would speak all these things. So yesterday we heard how our Krishna, his head was shaved. And then this big festival was arranged. And then Gargacharya came there. And then he said, "Oh Nanda, why did you disobey me? You didn't listen to me. So now your boy you'll be separated from your son now. As long as you wouldn't have done anything, then he would have been your son. But now that you made this nice ceremony for him, so now you will be separated from him." Therefore in Braj there's a rule. In Braj there's no value to sanskars, purificatory rites. See the sadhu santas come, you give madhukari to him, saying, "Oh Baba, do some bhajan kirtan. Can you give some blessings to our son?" But now that you make a big ceremony, and why? Without pleasing Prabhu, Priti, nothing can please him except this. So Gargacharya then he told Nanda, and everyone became very sad. They became so sad, and meanwhile Narad Rishi, Brahmaji, Shiv Thakur, all the Devi Devatas, Indra, Varun, Chandra, they all came and start praying, "Oh Prabhu, how long will you stay here in Braj? Play with your friends." Because the whole world is being tormented by these demons. So you've come to take away this burden of earth, Priti Devi. So will you just be here in Braj and not do anything else? Prabhu could have done everything in one moment. Well, just killing demons could have easily been done just by his desire. Gauraj Goswami said that Krishna is Lila Purushottam. He never kills demons. Rather, he kills demons through Vishnu. Bhagwan is Lila Purushottam. He doesn't think. Through Vishnu, he has all these demons killed. But now what happened? Son Gargacharya is Brahmanya Devaya, so can you disobey him? His words. Therefore, you should think first before you do anything. Or else, if once you've done something, then you get some fruit, then you'll suffer, then what is the use then of lamenting? So when he saw, then they became very sad. They didn't receive such a devotee either in Vaikuntha or Dwarka or Ayodhya. See, one can offer some bhoga, ring a bell, but the sakhas, you see what they do? They eat something, this is very nice. They eat half the sweet and put the other half in Krishna's mouth. They say, whatever they are, they don't think, oh, is this sweet, is this chili, is this sour? So first they'll eat something and then they feed Krishna.
और जो ब्रज का जो सरस
And then
प्रीति है
this Preeti of Vraj, which is full of so much rasa, cannot be had anywhere else.
तो आप प्रभु को भी छोड़ने का मन नहीं,
So then they say, I don't want to leave Prabhu also.
दूर जाने का इच्छा नहीं,
Don't want to go far away from him.
किंतु
But
ब्राह्मण की सेवा भगवान
But Gargacharya, he had to be respected and Bhagwan's Leelas had to take place.
कहते देखो
So therefore, at that time, he said, once
एक राजा
there was one king of this Raghuvansh.
वो सूर्यवंशी
He was a Suryavanshi
उनके नियम है
from the Sun dynasty.
जितने ब्राह्मण देवता
They say that you have a rule that as many Brahman Devas or Rishi Maharishis are there, you should not disrespect them, disobey them, you worship them nicely.
ऐसे ही नंद बाबा भी
Similarly, in the one,
सबकी सेवा करते, कृष्ण माता
everyone will be served.
संतों की
Yashoda Mata,
बिना सेवा किए
without serving the sadhus,
उससे काट दे नहीं,
she will not do anything else.
तो रघुकुल के जो इच्छाओं के पहले
So they say, they appeared, this king came before
उनके
the Ragukul.
साधु ऋषि महर्षि
So there, all the Rishi Maharishi sadhus would come to his door.
प्रतिदिन
And he would every day feed them.
चातुर्मास्य आया
And during Chaturmasya,
महाराज
the Rishi said, Oh Maharaj,
किनारे बेड़ता को डाल करके
they have made our residence there on the bank of the river Sarayu.
झोपड़ी डाल करके आप चातुर्मास्य
You know, with some hut made of leaves, and there we'll follow Chaturmasya Vrat and do Tirtha and Yajna and things. Then Maharaj said, All right, it's my great fortune.
भोजन के लिए सब व्यवस्था करो,
I'll make all arrangements for your prasad.
भोजन की यदि व्यवस्था करना है हम तो
Then they said,
चातुर्मास्य में सारा दिन में
if you want to arrange something, then then Chaturmasya, we only eat once.
शाम हो जाता है, यज्ञ
In
समाप्त
evening,
करके
when the Yajna ends,
सूर्य में स्नान करके
when we go bed, then serve you,
के बाद
then we chant Arani, and then for one time,
विषाम ग्रहण करेंगे।
we eat only once, this is how we shall know.
और फल फूल
Means these fruits and roots, very simple food.
समाचार
Like this,
कंदमूल का
all these roots and this, you boil them.
एक टाइम थोड़ा बहुत ग्रहण करो।
So you accept something only once, this remnants of Bhagavan. This is called Havishan. So there are many Rishi Mahorshis. So we arranged Vishamachal, doodh, milk, ghee, and then make kheer, fruits and roots, everything would be made, all arrangements.
ब्राह्मण आया आकर के बोले
Meanwhile, one Brahmin, he came
महाराज
and he said, Oh
मैं
Maharaj,
आपकी निःशुल्क सेवा करना चाहता हूँ,
I want to
की सेवा मुझे दे दो,
serve you
मैं रोज
selflessly.
रसोई बना दूंगा,
Just give me service the Rishi Maharishi. I'll cook for them every day,
रहूंगा,
take their plates away, and then
मारूंगा, मेरे को सब
make
जिम्मेदारी
all arrangements for this.
मैं
Washing pots, distributing everything, I'll do everything.
मेरे को आप स्वीकार करें महाराज।
Just kindly accept me.
और अच्छी बात है, ब्राह्मण है और
So Maharaj said, Alright, you're a Brahmin, you want to serve.
से पूछा
So then he asked the Rishi Maharishi.
स्वीकार आपकी सेवा में ग्रहण करें, आप लोग ग्रहण करेंगे,
So he asked, if you accept this boy in seva, then I'll give this.
तो
So meanwhile, the Rishis,
वो लोग निरपेक्ष है,
they are impartial.
महाराज आपकी काम आप जानो,
They said, oh king, you know what to do best, more than even
गलत
us.
काम नहीं होना चाहिए।
But just make sure nothing bad happens.
और वो
So then,
असुर था, राक्षस,
so he was a demon.
वो ब्राह्मण वेश बना करके
He
आया,
had appeared as a Brahmin.
आकर के
And what did he do?
जब रसोई बना था,
When everything was cooked,
साग पत्ता फल फूल कंदमूल बनाया,
then he made all these fruits and roots on one day.
इसके बाद एक दिन
And then another day, he
मांस बना दिया।
he made
जब ऋषि लोग शाम को
meat. And when the Rishi Mahorshis
बैठ रहे थे पत्थरों में,
and just
आकाशवाणी हुई,
sat on these leaves, then they heard a voice from the sky. Don't eat anything here. Everything here is being mixed with meat.
क्योंकि मांस किसको बोलते हैं?
Otherwise,
केवल
mass.
पशु के मांस नहीं है। जैसे चातुर्मास्य में
Mass just doesn't mean only the flesh and meat of animals. No, mass means you should not eat urd, dal, parmal, loki, sarson tel, mustard seed oil.
नहीं लेना है,
All these things you should not eat.
गाजर तो सदा के लिए माना है,
Carrots, beans.
मूंग की दाल तो माना
So they say, you should not eat these different kinds of shark during these 4 months, or these drumsticks. So they say they're all mixed with meat. So what did he do? He made shark and he made everything, but then he mixed meat with the pieces of meat. Then they said, hey, don't eat that. It's mixed with meat. And everyone's got up and they left. And then he ran away after distributing everything. Now it became big sevak, but he ran away. Then Maharaj, he came. The Rishi Maharshis, they told Maharaj what happened. Some rishis are in the mode of passion. They said, oh Maharaj, oh, what have you done? You engaged demons in seva. You want to make us, you want to pollute our wrath. And some people not even educated. They say such people should not be engaged in Rishi Maharshi seva. They will never realize the true value of it. Therefore, give nice advice. So they say he became a demon. And then she's left because they cursed him, saying he was trying to feed his meat. But his wife, she performed austerities for so many years and she pleased him. Then he said, alright. He will be delivered after 12 years. And it's also a huge lila, huge pastime. What he said. So you don't know from where he has come, which particular circumstances does he come from. So Guruji would say, first he would send them first to the temple, or sometimes to the kitchen for cooking. Sometimes they say, oh, I've taken Diksha now, I want to go into the kitchen. Then Gurudev said, no, you will not go into the kitchen. He said, no, I have to go. I've taken Diksha now. He said, no, I want to go to the temple. He said, no. He said, no, you do seva and you wash baths. He said, no. Once, there was an Acharya of Chaitanya Bhakti Kusum Shraman Goswami Maharaj. Once there was one person, one big scholar from Kolkata. He was very nice. He used to have a high paying job. Tell her, Maharaj, I come to the temple. Now I am going to be brahmachari, so you kindly give me Diksha. So I will give you Diksha. Every day you must wash pots and you must clean everything, and then I will give you Diksha. He said, how can I do all these things? Oh, I have so many people working under me, and how can I sweep the floor and wash the pots? So I cannot do this. And he said, you go away from here. And after some years, after like 15-20 years, they came to Howrah station, some devotees, and there they saw there was one person, tall person, he was carrying a broom on his shoulder, and then he was sweeping the platforms on the railway station there. Why? Because he did not listen to Guru then. And then now he lost everything now. Harishchandra became, like you see, this gatekeeper of this cemetery. See, Harishchandra was king, and now he was burning bodies there in the cemetery. So Maharaj was going there. He said, you had come once to Chaitanya Math. Then he stood there. He said, oh Guruji, I didn't listen to you. He said, I had to suffer so much now. Now I wish. Now you see, I'm sweeping here. Now for free, I'm sweeping all these platforms now. And if someone gives you 1 or 2 paisa, then I just stay here in this platform. Now I don't have anything. I just stay in railway station. Now he said, at least now we come to the temple. And you do seva there. There you'll have everything. You're laying aside Bhagavan's seva, you're thinking, oh, how can I sweep, how can I wash baths, how I want to be the pujari. Oh, I want to go in the kitchen and cooking there, then I'll be respected so much.
क्या करते गुरुजी?
When we came to the temple, Guruji would tell us,
बकवास करना है
if you want to do matwas,
तो बर्तन
then you'll have to wash the pots every day.
और सफाई करना, झाड़ू
And
देना
you'll
है।
have to sweep the floor.
तो कथा पर से मैं बोल रहा हूँ, उड़ीसा प्रदेश से
In Odisha,
उस समय कुछ सेवक आ गए।
some sevak, he came from Odisha. So the manager of the temple, he said, there's so many stairs there, just sweep the stairs. Because there's so much dust coming, so many vehicles are going on the road. Because then there was the main road there. That time, all the vehicles would go to Agra from there. Then the bypass was made after some time. So I told him, you just make sure you wipe the stairs. See, morning, evening, just sweep the floor and the stairs. Then the manager asked him, why didn't you sweep the stairs? It was so dusty. He said, oh, now I don't have strength anymore. He said, he said, 7 times you swept the stairs. He said, not in once you swept. He said, oh. In Odia he was saying that I went to pass 7 times. Means I went and passed rules 7 times. And now you're telling me to sweep the... So he told the manager that you told me to sweep the stairs, but I thought you went and told me to pass. So he said, I passed rules 7 times now, he said. Then he said, I told you to sweep the stairs, but instead that you're doing this. Then he said, oh, I have diarrhea, what to do? Then he said, 7 times you told me to sweep the stairs. Because in Odia, it means to go to the bathroom. So he said, I've gone to the bathroom following instructions, so now I have no strength in my body now. Because there was some misunderstanding in language. You see, in this way, in one language you say something, in another language they mistake something else. They take something else. So there's always some miscommunication according to one's language. So he said, you don't listen to me? He said, no, I'll not stay in the temple, now I'll leave. He said, oh, you see, wherever you live, your karma will go with you. In the temple, your karma can be stopped, but this karma will go wherever you go. You'll never know where your karma will take you then. See, once one is the king, then now he's again become a street beggar. Before Gurudev would say, even if one does little seva in the temple, then Prabhu, he's saying, he gets word how he's doing seva. Saying, oh, he's not doing, here he's doing Bhagwan's seva. One should not think that oh, the Pujari, he has so much respect. See, the Pujari and the storekeeper, they always fall down very quickly. But you see, one ordinary sevak, he does everyone's mercy. In Mathura, you see, I had washed so many pots that my fingers almost melted away. Because that time there was no soap. That time we had to take these ashes. And these ashes, after burning wood and konang patties, you take these ashes and use that ashes to wash pots. And also the water was very salty. And sometimes it was so cold, 11 and 12 in the night. And then we had to wash pots, or else without pots, then how can we offer Bhoga in the morning? So there we had to wash these pots there. And make sure we don't make any sound there, because Gurudev is resting. So one day I tied a cloth around the tap and I was washing all the pots, making sure the water was dripping very slowly, or else Maharaj would wake up. Then I saw it was very cold. Then I saw Maharaj, he was sitting behind me, standing, and he called the manager. And the manager also is very aged, 60 years old. So, and then I could not see anything also. So then Maharaj and the manager, they were also washing pots along with me. Then I was thinking, who is washing pots along with me in this darkness, pitch black darkness? And then I looked behind, I saw it was Gurudev. And Gurudev was saying, all the others were sleeping and snoring. No, they were thinking, this is not Bhagwan Seva. Then you see what will become of them. Once Kartik Parikrama was going on, then Maharaj was going with everyone there. Then my Guru Maharaj had also come there. So that time also we had a kitchen on the roof. So I went to the bazaar. I was cutting vegetables. And then there was a small sitting place near me. There I saw someone was making some sound. It was an open roof. So I was thinking maybe some monkey has come. But there I saw my Guru Maharaj also cutting vegetables with me. And I said, oh, my Guru Maharaj is also cutting vegetables. Because that day I had not gone on parikrama. I should say, all the seva of Bhagwan, they never think of it as insignificant. From my own eyes I have seen. I'm not being proud. So see how our Guru Varga are. They do everything. This is during this Makar Sankranti. Then Maharaj would call all the brahmacharis. All of you will go on Bhiksha. So who will cook for Thakurji? I'll cook, he said. At that time, he was more than 8 years old. Nearly 8 years old. I said, oh, Sir Maharaj, you cannot cook. I'll cook and then I'll go on Bhiksha and I'll come back by 3 o'clock. He said, no. He said, you will also go today. You will also go on Bhiksha today. See, the brahmachari should not sit. He doesn't do Bhiksha. He doesn't give Guru Dakshina. He doesn't do Guru Seva. Then your mantra will never bear fruit. Krishna and Baldev, they themselves went on Bhiksha. And they gave it in Sandipani Muni. So we go there. We go almost every day because then I do all my seva and then go. Then Maharaj he came there and he said, no, go. He said, I'll cook now. He said, oh, it's such big pots, you cannot cook. You have to bring water. Here now everything is nicely decorated here. But that time there was only a little jeera. That also had to be hidden away. That time there was only like 150 grams of oil. And the 150 grams of oil should be used in the morning and evening for cooking. Even if 50 people, even if cooking would be done 50 or 100 people, still 100 grams of oil could be used. That's it, not more than that. And brahmacharis also had to save that oil because they had to make pakodis from there, aloo bhaja or something. So then Maharaj anyhow, he said, all of you go. All of you go on Bhiksha. So then Maharaj, he called the manager, Dharmashala manager. He was his god brother, Kunjibihari Prabhu. So we didn't know where there was in Mathura, there's only salty water. And you see, the dal can never be cooked in salty water. Rice will not boil in salty water. So they cooked everything in salty water. And then after there I came at 10 o'clock. I finished like one round of my bhikshas and I emptied them in the temple. I have to go to another place and then I saw they're cooking, trying to cook, and the dal is still not cooked yet because it's cooked in salty water. And then I could not say anything also because they're very senior. Then I was thinking what to do. And the rice was also there, salt, everything was there. And everything wasn't being cooked nicely because salty water. Then I didn't say anything. Then I lit another stove. Then I again cooked 3 or 4 items. And then I went on Bhiksha. Then I returned again at 3 in the afternoon. But still, you see, everything was still being cooked. And rice had become like stones, rice and dal. It hadn't been cooked yet. Then Maharaj said, oh, you know some black magic, huh? Because you know some black magic, because you're a Bengali, you know black magic. Because Maharaj and his godbrothers were Hindustanis. Maharaj was from Bihar and Kunjibihari Prabhu was from Uttarakhand, this mountainous region. And he said, surely you have done something. That was why is this rice and dal not boiling? 5-6 hours we are trying to boil this rice and dal. And salty water. Because how can anything be cooked in salty water? They said, oh, today Thakurji has performed nice lila. So then Maharaj and the manager, they just took some water and put it in the fire pit and they left. Then the brahmacharis they came, then quickly we did something. We offered bhoga. Then they said, now how come it's boiled, the rice and dal? Because then we had hidden that the other unboiled rice and dal somewhere else. So Sri Guru Vaishnavas, they know everything.
वो जो चाहते हैं, एक दिन की बात है, कार्तिक चल रहा है,
Once during Kartik,
मैं कह रहा हूँ, सुबह बुलाया मुझे 8 बजे से,
once called me in morning, 8 or 9 in the morning. So he said, today you make kheer for Thakurji. Then he said, all right. So I'll make more kheer today. Many devotees are there.
किंतु जब मैं निकला,
But then when I came there,
एक खास सेवा कर,
so then there were some devotees.
वो तो हमें केचुआ की तरफ घुसलते रहे,
Then they would always
हमारा
tell me many things.
कभी नो कर दो, दादा कभी नो कर दो, और नाती कभी नो कर दो,
Because I wouldn't say anything to them. Because my position is just a servant. So they would just tell me everything. I just listen.
बोले आज खीर नहीं बनेगा,
They said, today don't make kheer.
रबड़ी लाओ,
Today you bring rabdi
लाओ,
and you make rasgullas.
हम सब पैसा
We'll give you money, just buy something from the shop. Every day we're eating kheer. Today is a nice tithi.
आज ये सब नहीं आना,
So bring all these sweets today. Then I said, no, Guruji told me to make kheer. He said, oh, every day kheer is being made. So today we'll get rabdi and rasgulla from the sweets, from the sweet shop.
सामान तो
And then this way, I bought all the sweets. We offered bhoga.
शादी खाली गया,
And this prasadi, when the plate went to Gurudev, then Gurudev, he saw all the pots there. Then he said there was no kheer. Then he called me.
बोले तुमको बोला खीर बना,
He said, I told you to make kheer.
मैं बोले ये बोले बोला क्या खीर,
So then he said, they told me not to make kheer.
मैं को दूसरे ने बोला बोल नहीं,
They said, still get rabdi and rasgullas.
चले आओ हम कहेंगे,
We'll give you.
ना जोर से चिल्लाओ,
And Gurudev, he started shouting.
प्रसाद थाली रह गया, ऊपर खाट में बैठ गए,
And then he sat on the cot.
हैं, बस तुम्हारा गुरु ये लोग हैं,
And he said, they are the Guru.
इन लोग का आश्रम में तुम आए हो, मेरे पास,
Or are you under their shelter or my
तुम्हारे
shelter?
बात को नहीं समझा और न तुम पालन कर
You haven't understood my words and you're not following.
अब मुझे नहीं प्रसाद पाना,
No, I don't want to take prasad.
तुमको माना है कैसे, कौन माना है,
No, Gurudev was upset.
क्योंकि वो लोग नित्या नित्या में जो सेवा करते हैं,
Because the seva they're doing, they're absorbed in Nitya Leela. They know everything.
हमें क्या पता,
We are conditioned souls, what can we know? What they're thinking, what they're doing.
अब नहीं क्या करूँ,
And then this
बंद हो गए,
Bhoga was offered, the temple was closed.
है, खीर बनाओ तो तुम क्या
There was some milk.
तुम्हारा ध्यान तो वो लोग नित्य मानव सेवा करते हैं, नित्य सेवा करते हैं, नित्य उनके सेवा भोगराग है,
Guru were always doing Nitya Mansi Seva, offering Bhoga. So they know what to offer. So then meanwhile, when Bhakta came from Vrindavan, he bought some kheer and then he offered some Bhoga to Thakurji and he bought this kheer.
भारती बचाया,
We came to Gurudev.
क्योंकि भारती में जितने भक्त लोग थे, शिष्य लोग थे,
Because
चारों तरफ में
Gurudev, he had disciples everywhere. No one would come empty-handed to see. Everyone brings something or the other.
अच्छा लगता है, कोई दाल
Mahaprabhu, Maharaj would like dal puri, parota, chutney,
कांच की सब्जी, कोई
kashi fal sabji, pakodi.
जरूर खाली हाथ कोई नहीं आता,
No one would come empty-handed.
भगवान को जो भोग लगाते गुरु जी के लिए लाते,
And whatever Bhoga they'd offer, they bring to Gurudev. So he had bought kheer, one devotee from Vrindavan to Mathura. He told Gurudev, today in my dream I saw
आदेश दिया है,
that he ordered me
खीर बनाओ,
to make kheer for Thakurji today.
मैं बनाया,
So I made kheer today. Now you take a little of this kheer.
आप क्या करेंगे, देखो ठाकुर जी की लीला कैसी,
See, then you see Thakurji's lila.
भारती ने मुझे बोला,
Here Gurudev told me,
मैं तो नहीं बनाया,
I didn't make kheer.
मैंने अब क्या करा,
I disobeyed.
मेरा दुर्गति है, किंतु देखो
But on the other side,
किसका प्रेरणा मिल गया,
you see he inspired someone else to make kheer.
और मेरे को बुलाया, इधर
Then he called me saying, come here.
मेरा हाथ में खीर दे,
Then he put this kheer inside my hand. I said, where did this kheer come from?
देख, तूने
Then
बनाया
he
तो
said,
भगवान के लिए कोई हल नहीं बनाया,
if you will not make, will others not make then?
मैं तो रोने बैठ गया,
And I was crying so much.
बोले देखो, गुरु आज्ञा अभिचार,
And he said, Guru Agya Vichar,
उसको सुनो,
you will have to listen. Whatever he
तुम
said.
औरों की बात सुनोगे,
Because if you listen to the others,
तुम्हारे सर्वनाश का कारण होगा,
then you will be ruined.
और क्या कह रहा है, नहीं कह रहा है, शर्माते, तो गुरु जी जो कुछ कहते हैं,
Whatever Guruji says,
अवश्य
you'll have to follow.
तुम्हारा कल्याण होगा,
Then you'll achieve your auspiciousness.
कोई इतने से खीर
So then for that little kheer,
बना के ले आया,
he made like a small pot of kheer.
भारती ने सब,
And Gurudev,
3 बज गया,
he
इसने कुछ
by 3 o'clock also no one eaten anything. Everyone was standing there. Because Maharaj had not taken prasad, so we'll eat. There was no one like that who would just eat before Gurudev. That go to the hotel and the dhaba and go eat something. Yes, no one had even thought of like this before. In Gurudev, he gave that kheer. And then in the evening, he came for katha. And then that day, the prasad was cooked, remained as it is. And then in the evening again, cooking was done. So and then, since then, we never did anything that would be opposed to him. You know what was happening? I pray, I ask for permission, and then according to his desire, inspiration, I do. Some say something to me, but I listen. But as long as his desire is not there, I never do. Even I become hungry and starve, because the words of the sadhu, santa, not different from Bhagavan. I want to do something different, then how will we do? Will we ruin? And we ruined in a very horrible way. Or else, in Navadvip, there should be big festivals. And so many. Once in Mathura, during Kartik, kheer was made. And then there are some children, very strong. What do? They said, Gurudev told me to do seva. They said, alright, go. There was this big steel container of kheer. At the time, they made like so much kheer, and they said, we'll take this kheer. And as they bring this kheer out, they slipped, and then they went and fell inside this big pot of kheer. And this kheer was like burning hot. The kheer was condensed, not like. And his entire body was burnt by this kheer. His body was inside this kheer, no. So then Maharaj, he came there and took him to the hospital. So anyhow, cutting his flesh. And anyhow, he survived. But in the end, he could not stay in the temple because of his burns. So what do Guru Varga say? What they want is if you pray there to those who are near to them, then you should speak, try to be patient, listen. My Guru Maharaj should say, be patient. Gradually everything will be done. Don't be impatient, hasty, clumsy, or else. Also, I don't want to be behind. Because I only want to do those services that Guruji will see. Then he'll praise me, oh, he's doing so much. I won't do the ones that he doesn't see. But he's Antaryami, he knows everything. So therefore, Santavani is Guru Vani. Bhagavad Vani. This is very auspicious for us. Now we'll listen tomorrow.
Radha Krishna bol 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 re sawa. Sikha diya sabna diya. gornita Radha Krishna Bolo Re Sava Mayar Vashe Jacha Bese Kacha Habo Dubo Jiva Krishna Das Eg Varvataya Dukha Radha Krishna Bolo Re Sava Bolre jabe polak habe jharbe anki bolita Krishna bolre jabe polak habe jharbe anki bolita Radha Krishna Bolo Re Sava Krishna Bala Sange Chala Ek Matra Vikacha Radha Krishna Bala Sangha Chala Hey Matra Vichacha Jai Sakal Vipar Bhakti Vinod Bolen Jagar Anam Jai Radha Krishna Bolo Re Sava Shiksha diya, sabda diya, kirchane chagarnita. Radha Krishna Bolo Re Sava Radha Krishna Bolo Re Sava Radha Krishna Bolo Re Sava Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radhe Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna, Jai Bhakta Banda Sila Guru Deva, Jai Bhakta Banda Sila Guru Deva. Jai Bhakta Banda Sila Guru Deva, Jai Bhakta Banda Sila Guru Deva.